Hey, hi, Jose.
Hi, Jose.
Great.
That's what he said to say, wasn't it?
Let's try it a different way. It's great to see that you could make it, Jose.
Make what?
Make what? You know what I mean, that you could be here with us.
Yeah, it's great to be anywhere. You keep me locked up in that suitcase almost all the time.
Oh, it couldn't be that bad in there, Jose.
Yeah, would you like to try it?
No. Jose, I'm sure that these people here would like to know, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Retired.
Retired? How would you live if you didn't work?
Easy. Same way you do.
Jose, come on. Now, we said that we need to be serious here. And I'm sure these people really want to know, what would you like to be when you grow up? Now, please be serious and just tell us. What would you really like to be?
Close to God.
What a wonderful ambition.
Yeah, I want to hear God's voice and have His guidance in my life.
Oh, Jose, that's a wonderful ambition.
Yes, then how I do it's another thing.
Well, what do you mean? How do you hear God's voice and have His guidance in your life?
Yeah, that's what I need.
Well, there was a little boy in the Bible that heard God's voice.
There was?
Yes. Do you suppose these people here might know who that little boy was, Jose?
No, they're a bunch of dummies.
That's not nice.
Well, you call me a dummy.
Jose, that's because that's what you are. You are a ventriloquist dummy.
See, there he goes again, calling me a dummy. That's not nice.
Jose, calm down now. We said that we're going to be serious, and I'm sure there's somebody out there who knows who the little boy was who heard God's voice if you'll only ask him. All right. Does anybody know who that little boy was that heard God's voice? See, Jose, they did know.
Not as dumb as what I thought they were.
No, they're not dumb, and it was Samuel. But before Samuel was even born, his mother Hannah couldn't have any children.
What? She couldn't have any children? Well, how did she have Samuel then?
Well, that's what I'm going to try to explain, Jose. She couldn't have any children, but she knew how to pray. And she might have prayed something like this. Oh God, if only you will give me a baby boy, I will give the child to your service. Well, God heard and respected such an unselfish prayer as that. And He did. He gave her a little baby boy. And do you know what she named him?
No, what did she name him? Oh, yeah, Samuel.
Right, Samuel is the right name. But do you know what Samuel means, Jose?
No, what's the name?
Well, the name Samuel means ask of God.
That was a good name for the kid, wasn't it?
Yes.
Because she had asked God for it.
That's right. But you know what, Jose? She didn't forget that promise that she made to God. And neither should we forget the promises that we made to God. But she took little Samuel to the tabernacle. And that was kind of like the church that they had in those days. And there she allowed little Samuel to grow up serving God around the tabernacle. But one night, while she was gone, and while Samuel was lying in his bed, he heard a voice calling, Samuel.
Who was calling?
Don't get ahead of me, Jose. Samuel went in to priest Eli, who was taking care of him, and said, Here I am. But Eli said that he hadn't called, and that he hadn't heard anything.
He must have had his TV set on too loud.
They didn't have TVs in those days, Jose.
You sure?
I'm positive. A second time, Samuel heard the voice and went into priest Eli, who said that he hadn't called. A third time, Samuel heard the voice and went into priest Eli. And do you know what happened?
Eli threw one of his shoes at the kid.
No, Jose. Eli didn't throw one of his shoes at the kid.
Eli threw 2 shoes at the kid.
No, Eli didn't throw his shoes at Samuel.
Oh, Eli couldn't find his shoes.
No. Listen, Jose. Eli told him the next time he heard the voice to say, "Speak, Lord, for your servant hears."
It was God talking. How wonderful.
Yes, and Samuel was able to do many wonderful things in his life because he could hear God's voice.
Yeah, that's what I want. How can I hear God's voice?
Well, you hear God's voice all the time, Jose. When you are a born-again Christian and you go to Sunday school and church, you hear God's voice in the songs and hymns that are sung, in the sermon, the testimonies and the prayers. And if you read your Bible and pray every day, you can hear God speaking to you in all of these different ways.
That's no good. I want to hear God's voice actually talking so I can know what to do.
Well, Jose, even though you may not hear God speaking to you today in exactly the same way He spoke to those people in those days, if you do remember the different ways that God does speak to you today, and you try to stay close to God every moment of every day of your life, when you look back over your life, you'll see how God was leading you all the way. Now it's time for us to get you ready to go, Jose. What was that? Okay, you could tell the folks goodbye.
Goodbye. It's been real fun being here with you. He's going to put me back in that old suitcase again. Don't let him.
Oh, Jose, it couldn't be that bad in there.
Yeah, would you like to try it?
No. Oh, Jose. Are you all right in there now?
Well, I would like to have a drink of water.
No, you don't need a drink of water. You might wet your suitcase. Okay.